consideration throughout the day, and with a few do's and don'ts. Here's Jonathan.
Thanks Andy, and I guess with so many of you here, there is always a chance that one or two of your group might get separated, and we thought of that. You may well have been given an armband, a wristband to your child as you came in to the base today. Please try and use that if possible, attach it to your child's wrist, and if there are any problems, then head to the public information tent, and indeed that's the place to go. As I say, if you lose someone, or if we find someone that should be with you, they will be at the public information tent. Where is the public information tent? It's in front of the air traffic control tower. You can't miss it. It's a brightly coloured white and yellow striped tent, and the guys there full of information for you, full of helpful advice. There's also a big water dispenser there, so if you've got some refillable water containers today, as Andy was saying, it's not exactly warm, but you might like to drink from your water bottle, then you can go and refill it at that public information tent. So it's a great place to know about. It's also where you can pick up your pre-ordered programmes. That's the place to go if you've pre-ordered your programme to pick up here at RAF Cosford. It is the public information tent that you head. Some other safety reminders. I hope you don't need it, but if you do, the first aid point, it's near the...
So indeed, a marvellous chance there to see one of the RAF's most capable current assets, and as we mentioned when we ran through the flying programme, if you were listening to that a little bit earlier on, just after 3 o'clock we expect to see 2 more examples of what the RAF dubs the Atlas C1 in a fly past en route back from Normandy to their base at Brize Norton. But as far as the RAF's past is concerned here, Andy, just before we move on with the programme and get Christophe Simon airborne with the Cap 10, we should reflect on some of the historic aircraft we've got around the showground, because we have one of the biggest displays of Sepicat Jaguars I have seen since the aircraft's RAF service heyday, and this year is the 50th anniversary of the entry into RAF service of the Jaguar, so it's very appropriate to see them here in all sorts of liveries.
And of course, that you will not get this anywhere else. Distributed throughout the airfield. In fact, towards the rear and the left-hand side, where the big screen is, there's an opportunity to actually get in the cockpit and have your photograph taken. The extreme right-hand side rear, I think we're either calling it the catwalk or the cattery. Something like 11 airframes in there, mainly from number 6 squadron. I saw some 41 markings in there as well. Which is lovely to see. Plus, sort of in the centre of the showground, another 5, all in different liveries.
Indeed, yes, and these are the aircraft that you can see still more on the far side of the airfield, of course, near some of the blister hangars over there. These aircraft used as technical training aids here, because this is of course the home of Royal Air Force technical training. The aircraft used to taxi around the airfield here, didn't they, to train marshallers and the like. That doesn't happen anymore, but then...
Get your cameras ready. It's time for the Royal Air Force Falcons.
And eyes to the skies there, gentlemen, because here they go. Smoke is activated, the ramp is open. They're pumping fists, they are ready to go. Presenting to you in 30 seconds, the 2024 Royal Air Force Falcons Parachute Display Team. And there they go, the parachute is coming down now, out of the sky, trailing their red smoke. What we're looking for today is 9 canopies. And one of those canopies and one parachute will be slightly displaced as our flag bearer. So we're expecting that, but look for the formation as they immediately get together, and we have 9 good canopies. So immediately into the snake formation. One parachutist lining up behind the other, so they can immediately get into formation behind each other, behind the coach. And into our carousel manoeuvre. This is a really good one for the cameras, ladies and gentlemen. This is extremely hard manoeuvre for the team to carry out. They are following each other very, very closely in formation under the leadership of the coach. They break out now into a saber chase. One parachute is behind the other as they identify the drop zone. And the single parachute you can see at the top is flying the red, white and blue of the Union flag. And that is OC Falcons, that is Flight Lieutenant Jen Littler. All the time the team are under the guidance of the team coach.
Speakers on runway, left of the base to the left now. Horizontal time please, David.
So as they come into land then, please give a huge round of applause for leading the team, Flight Sergeant Liam Lyons, Sergeant Sean McCabe, Sergeant Andy Lynch, Sergeant Mike Atkinson, Sergeant Gabe Coleman Moffat, Sergeant Greg Ashleby, Sergeant Owen Collins, Sergeant Marcus Shields, and last but very not least is OC Falcons Flight Lieutenant Jennifer Littler with the Union flag. So ladies and gentlemen, as the final member of the team safely touches down, please give a huge round of applause and a cheer for the RAF Falcons. They haven't quite finished yet though. What they'll do now is the Falcon salute. So they'll immediately get off all their equipment safely, put on their RAF berets. They will then run forward and they will line up to present and give a salute to the Commandant from RAF Cosford, Group Captain Cameron Gibbs. So those of you down on the flight line, once again, the Falcons are proud to present themselves to you today and salute to RAF Cosford. Thank you very much for all your hospitality, and what a privilege it has been for us to open the show here today. Have a stand here today at Cosford as well in the military village, in the RAF village. Do come over, do meet the team. They're all going over to there at 12:30. You can get your brochures signed there, autographs signed. We've got lots of freebies, and we've got our virtual reality parachute simulator, which you can have a go on and see what it's like to be a parachutist. So again, please share your images on social media. Do come and talk to us. And we look forward to seeing you around the country and overseas throughout our season. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, for the final time, thank you very much for the RAF Falcons 2024.
We all just need a few moments there to catch our breath. The first of many displays we had from the Royal Air Force for you throughout the day. What a great display it was, especially to see the A400 Air, and a big thanks to the Air Mobility Force based at RAF Bryce Norton for making that possible. And if all goes to plan, we will see A400s later on. And in fact, here's a chance now as to finish the Falcons display is a fast, low flight pass by the A400M Atlas. Well, I'm sure you'll agree with me, that was something very, very special. And a special thanks to Master Aircrew Gaz Attridge for that commentary. We are in a slightly different commentary setup from previous years. We're used to having a transparent roof. We have a solid roof this year, so that was quite entertaining as there were 4 heads leaning out to all 4 sides of the commentary position to crane skywards to try and spot the Falcons as they exited the aircraft almost directly above the airfield. Absolutely brilliant stuff.